Power 93.7 WBLK. I'm Yasmin Young. This is the 2 to 6 Takeover. Star phone is ringing. Ladies. You better pay attention because my guest today is definitely, it definitely just tickled my body all over. Trey Songz, welcome to Buffalo.
I appreciate it. Now that's how you introduce somebody like that.
Well, you know you fine, boy. Come on now. Stop playing.
Come on now, Buffalo, what's happening? I don't want to toot my horn. I'd rather when you do it.
Toot, toot.
Out of control this morning.
Well, Trey, first of all, I hope that you're feeling better. I know that you let your fans and you let everybody know that you tested positive for COVID-19. So how are you doing?
I'm feeling a lot better. Actually, by the time I had posted that, I had taken the test and been in quarantine for a few days. So at this point right now, I'm actually at the stage where I'm nearing the end of it all. Actually, at the end of the contagious period, which is like 10, 12 days, and I'll actually be done with self-quarantine after 14 days, which is like Thursday.
Okay, good. Well, it's good to hear that you're doing better. And I know you want people to take this seriously because we've got leadership in this country that is not. So what's your message to folks who are like, oh, it's a hoax, all of that stuff?
I mean, if you're selfish and you only care about yourself, then that's very fitting and it makes sense for you. But if you care about the well-being of other humans and you know that this could potentially take the life of somebody else that's not really equipped to deal with it, as far as their respiratory is concerned, or their lungs, or their heart, or any pre-existing conditions, stay in the house if you got any symptoms or you feel like you any kind of sick, because everybody doesn't handle it the same. Everybody's body can't take it the same. So let's be responsible, y'all. Like that's a cool thing to do.
I love it. That's a great message. So congratulations, man. You are killing it on the music side. You just dropped the new album, Back Home. You got the new single that is heating up the airwaves. So let's talk about this. First of all, the single is doing really well. You teamed up with Summer Walker for that. Talk a little bit about the inspiration for that single.
Shout out to Summer, man. If you listen to that song, it's a lot of young cats that are reference Cameron, Old Boy, and then even before that, Mary J. Blige, I'm Going Down. But the original is that Rolls Royce, and I'm Going Down. And I didn't want to put a single out with that particular sample without having like the sound of a woman on there and a woman's perspective. And I feel like Summer is just, she got an old soul, but she on the new wave, and she's one of the leaders of the new school as far as young ladies concerned, speaking for Black women. And I love her albums. I love all her stuff. So I wanted her to be a part of that. She came through and did what she had to do.
So I know you've got a new single that is bubbling, which is called Circles. But let's talk about the album as a whole. What's your favorite song on the project, Back Home?
If I had to pick one every time, it's going to be I Know a Love. That's a song that's dedicated specifically to my son and the bond that we share. If I had to pick a second song, it would be another song, All This Love, that's like a wedding song, and it's just like one of the greatest love songs I've ever sang. And I'm very, 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 very elated to have a song like that, because the artists, I grew up loving and listening to, they all had these amazing, eternally lasting love songs. You know what I mean? So I feel like that I finally got me one of those with that.
And you know what, though? I will say for you as an artist, you are able to do both. You able to give us a good, turn up song like we in the club, twerking to some R&B, but then also give us those great love songs and those great just kind of romantic songs when you with boo and you with bae and you want to get it in. So you've been able to do both, and we appreciate that.
I appreciate you appreciating it.
So let's talk about that. Fatherhood. How has that changed you? Because you just living that good life as a superstar, as a celebrity, as a singer. And then you're a father now.
It's definitely it gives you way more responsibility. You could be a CEO, you could be a boss, you could be the leader of your family. Me being the man of my family without having children, all the kids in my family younger than me, I am the father figure, having not had many men around. for me, it changed my life as to what my priorities were, how much patience I have, not only with my son, but just in life in itself, just more understanding. And, just looking in the mirror and wanting to be the best version of myself for when my son understands the world and what's going on, he can look up and actually respect me as a man versus just, his dad's a R&B superstar, et cetera, et cetera. And I started to hold myself more accountable
and
to the individual I am, like both as Trey Songz and Tremaine, like just, having a son, having somebody or a daughter or a child in general, just having someone who looks up to you for everything and knowing that they're going to count on you for the rest of their life, that's huge.
Right. No, that's real. That's super huge. And that brings me kind of to the next point that I wanted to talk to you about is just the importance of voting, because what I've seen in the evolution of Trey Songz is you becoming more socially aware, more socially conscious, and knowing, that there are injustices in the world and using your platform to speak about those. So I just wanted you to kind of touch on, the BLM, Black Lives Matter movement, as well as the importance of voting.
I mean, the importance of voting ties into all of that, being socially conscious, the oppression of us. You think, one way to just simplify it is, because I was one of them people that, early on in life, man, I don't want to vote. I ain't going to vote. One vote ain't going to change nothing. We still in the hood. We still this, that, and the other. But if voting wasn't so important for us, why would they so blatantly try to stop us from voting? And furthermore, just to take it a little deeper, our fathers, mothers, they risked their lives just for us to be able to click a box in a ballot, just for us to be able to speak our voice. People literally lost their lives, were brutalized, dogs sicked on them, hosed down, killed, shot. For us to be able to do something as simple as vote. So yes, your vote matters. It definitely does. So get out there and oppose, and it matters more now than ever.
Amen.
You got a president that's blatantly gonna disrespect us and say it's okay to kill us.
Right.
You got a president that's blatantly okay with killing other people that ain't even got nothing to do with race. That's just him just telling people the whole virus is a hoax and that he feels 20 years younger after catching it. He's misleading the people, and if you're okay with that, then yeah, sit at home. But if you're not, then go out and use your voice.
Well, listen, I appreciate those words, because that's going to resonate with somebody today, and they're going to get their act together and understand that it really is truly important. All right. So Back Home is out now on all platforms. Of course, the single Back Home is just doing it right now, and be on the lookout for Circles. Of course, we're going to be dropping that too. And Trey, we appreciate you checking in here in Buffalo.
I love you, baby. Good old phoner. I had to bring it back. Yeah.